Israel says, as we heard, it was a mistake and that these things happen in war. From a military perspective, is that an acceptable explanation?
No, absolutely not. It should not be acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And look, I have physically seen and been part of an operation just like this from a command center in the Middle East during my deployment to Afghanistan, where we saw something, we thought that it was an enemy, and I remember so vividly somebody saw them moving something with the drone that it looked like an artillery shell, and we said, "Oh, that's them, bad guys, take them out." But something told the operator, said, "No, it could be something else. Let's vector somebody on the ground." And we sent some ground troops to find out what was going on. Turned out it was not. It is so easy to just push a button and say kill them, but especially the way this one happened, where you went from car to car to car, and when people are trying to get away, that means you're following them and taking them out each step of the way. This was coordinated ahead of time, so this can't be an accident or a mistake that's just brushed off. This is a major incident that needs major repercussions.
That example paints a vivid picture there.
Sure does.
Lieutenant Colonel Jose Andre says he can't understand how the U.S. is trying to ramp up aid efforts while also sending weapons to Israel. Raf mentioned that includes 2,000-pound bombs. So far, the Biden administration's been reluctant to use its weapons deliveries as leverage. Why do you think that is? Could we be at a turning point here?
I think we could be at a turning point, and frankly, we need to be at a turning point, because there is a right way to conduct these operations. Israel was heinously attacked on October the 7th, and they deserve to go after the people that did this. But there is a right way and a wrong way to do it. And I've participated, I've trained people how to do it the right way, where you protect the population. But the way Israel's doing it is there is no care, concern given to the population at all. And in fact, they're systematically being destroyed, and the infrastructure and the ability to survive is being simultaneously destroyed. That's not targeted anything. That is being wanton destruction, and it's getting rightly, I think, condemnation from around the world and in the United States. We're getting tied to this because we keep giving them all the supplies and the capabilities, and we never hold anything back, which is making us complicit in the world's eye and damaging our own credibility and influence in the region. And that's why I think for our own national security, it's time for Biden to say there are consequences.
And in terms of why, their explanation about how they can hand these weapons off, what they're doing, I mean, how is it even possible that the U.S. ensures that its weapons are being used in accordance with international humanitarian law, especially right in the aftermath of a strike like the one that we saw on the aid convoy?
Well, look, we have an obligation that when we provide weapons and ammunition, that we have ability to control what's happening, or not to control it, but to observe what's happening, to see where these weapons are being used, how they're being used. And of course, all you got to do is look on YouTube and you can see the videos every day. You don't have to have, access to an internal secret place there, and we can know what is lawful and what is not. I mean, we have literally departments in the Pentagon to be able to ascertain this. It's not hard, and it's very clear that they are not following this order, and yet you had the State Department a week or so ago certifying that we don't see anything wrong. And it's plain to see. You don't have to be an expert. Something is amiss between what we're saying and what's happening on the ground.